asked me after I've left the house, because we're all going to leave at some point. Do you know what I mean? So that's what determines the tiers at the moment, is just who I've had the least conversations with, who's somewhere in the middle in terms of depth of conversations, and at the top is people that really delved in deep with like the conversations we had.
Shontoria,
Yes, big brother.
who did you vote for on Monday and why?
We voted for
Wani
Wani and Annie.
Handy.
Andy.
Handy. Wani and Handy, not Handy.
Wani and Andy. Basically, they are quite strong and they are very vocal. Nice personality. If there is anyone in the house, I think I chose them pretty much. They are very cool with my partner, Sean.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
obviously really cool with Wani and Handy, and I think they're also. What were we choosing for? What was the category?
H-Rich.
For who's gonna be issues? Yeah, so like I'm very cool with them. Like I'm very close to them. But probably gonna be either we have 3 choices or 3 options, and
Mbadwe twins.
what's the
The
custodians?
custodians, Ndine.
And then I just keep remembering that.
Yeah,
Ndine.
Because personally, I felt like it's fair since they already won like the custodian tag. Why not just give them the HOA challenge and let every other person compete for the eviction? Since every other person is up for eviction.
Yeah, like I said, the Badway twins are Hani and Wandy. So Andy and Wani.
I'm confused.
You know, the name is like a tongue twister sometimes.
It's much.
Wani and Handy, they're in my top tier of people that I've already bonded with. So it was going to be out of the custodians because they already basically had immunity, or there were people who I was close to, which is my and Handy and Wani.
It was the first time we got here. We actually had like a conversation. They studied mass comm. I did too. I think Andy had like an experience where she was like in the darkest place of her life, and DJing was what gave her that assurance that she needed. That was what like gave her the brought her back to life pretty much. And for me, I had similar experience because there was a time that I actually had like a very low, a downtime in life, and starting up my business was what also helped me pull myself together. So I really relate to them on that. Biggie, I'm also bonding with Ben.
And the bend of the streets.
Yes. We had like cool conversations. He's also business oriented. We talked about businesses that he's trying to like set up in Lagos, his experiences. It was amazing. Then obviously Dami and Solani. Toyosi, yeah.
We bonded with them as well.
Yeah. Because they're literally at the kitchen always, and when they come out, sometimes we just have like conversations. Including today, when they had like issues in the kitchen and she needed to like address that. I really did not want her to address it at first because I felt like it's irrelevant. If it was me, I wouldn't want to just like address whatever because I didn't feel like there was a need for anything to be addressed. But she spoke to Sean, and I think Sean, you advised her to, yeah. And it was addressed. Then I spoke to her later on, and she explained to me what had happened and a reason for addressing the situations, which actually made sense. But everyone has been cool. We've all just been maintaining good vibes, positivity.
Sean,
Yes, we bro.
and what did you tell her?
What did I tell who?
Dami,
Oh, what did I tell Dami during the
which wanted to address the conversation.
Oh, so yeah, prior to Dami actually coming down to speak to the whole house and addressing the whole conversation. Like, I actually wanted to go to Dami myself, because obviously I heard the rumblings that people felt the type of way about how she was, I guess,
how she sent them out of the kitchen.
Not even, but it's more about like her tone, how she speaks to people, stuff like that. That's actually what I wanted to address to her about, because not necessarily even in the kitchen, just in general, and how she speaks. Obviously, she's not done anything to me. I actually like her, and I could see that that's just how she is. It's nothing personal to anybody, but people were taking things personal. So when she came down and she addressed it with the whole house, I kind of took her to the side after and told her, yeah, I was actually going to talk to you about it, but I also understand. Actually, first I said to the whole house that we should all kind of give each other grace. People come from all different walks of life, so people are used to being a certain type of way, and the people around them understanding that, oh, it's not that deep, or this is how they are, you know. But obviously, because we're all new here, we're all like still trying to understand and get to know each other. People are not really sure whether it's personal or maybe this is how this person is or whatever the case is, or people are not really maybe comfortable with how the person actually is. So just made that statement that we should give each other grace to just understand the intentions of why people are doing certain actions rather than taking the actions and maybe running with it and thinking it's maybe personal, you know, because it's still early days. So that's basically kind of what I said, and I took Dami and Tosi to the side, and I just kind of explained that, yeah, like, it's good that they brought it up and I nipped it in the bud. I wanted to come and tell them myself, because I don't want people to be in the dark. People are rumbling or saying things in the air, and you know, the person who is actually about, they don't know anything about. No one's talking to them. No one's explaining to them, so they can at least try and change their ways if they're willing to change their ways or compromise or whatever, you know. So yeah, that's kind of what I told them, and yeah, they were very understanding about it. I think they appreciated the fact that I came to them and had a conversation about it and stuff like that. So it was good. I think it was semi-resolved. I don't know if everybody else in the house, you know, feels.
Yes, it was. Although there is still tension building.
Yeah, there might be tension building maybe behind the scenes or whatever, but at least it's cleared in the air. I think as long as Danny makes an effort to, you know, think about how she speaks to people or tries to change her ways, and people can realize or see that she's trying. For the most part, I think it'll be okay.
Big brother.
Why did you think she didn't need to make amends?
Because basically, HOH, Uzi and Uzi already said when we splitted like the kitchen arrangements for who was going to be cooking on a daily basis, it was like, if the kitchen is too rowdy or too crowded, you can always ask them to leave. I was in the kitchen when it happened, and she was like, is everyone is there? You guys should like go out. And no, I didn't feel like it was aggressive, but like Sean already said, we're all coming from several backgrounds. People read things differently, and they must have misread our expression or the tone of our voice, and she probably needed to address it. But personally, I honestly did not feel like there is anything needed to be addressed, because it just felt like a normal thing to me. But I'm glad it's been addressed though, because since it's been talked about, maybe now some people will just like let it go, because they were actually like grumbling and a lot of people were saying things. So I heard, because I did not hear anything at all. That's why I actually did not want her to like make any statement about it. But it's been sorted, so I'm fine with it.
Shontoria,
Yes, big brother.
That's a problem.
talk to Big Brother about the custodian challenge.
Biggie. I fell.
During the immunity challenge.
Yeah, so you want to talk about Jane?
Yes, Biggie.
You fell during the immunity challenge.
Yes, I fell. I was trying to be fast, very like competitive, so I needed to like give it my all. But I honestly did not know how I missed my step and I fell, and that was